Oh boy, I did not want to film this reaction. In fact, I tried to step away from reviewing toxic streamers, but
just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
And pull me in they did. Alright, I saw a couple of these people and they don't even know half of the story of CF. They're what we like to call new ags. Okay, that's what they are. They are talking about stuff that is new, as if these things of the past didn't happen. Which is why I just said I'm gonna do a little review on the whole Somali Ice Poseidon situation here, because they don't give you the full story. They just give you the aftermath of them doing all the scumbaggy behavior, and it's as if all that scumbaggy behavior is gone because it's overshadowed by Johnny Somali. Now, let's go ahead and start with the very first video, and this one's by Mist.
Over Ice Poseidon's current situation, what's happening with his crew, and all the latest updates on this chaotic mess. We're also getting new information that Slightly Homeless, one of Ice Poseidon's former crew members, has now started collaborating with Johnny Somali.
Yeah, but the aftermath of this situation is kind of hilarious, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But just remember, Slightly Homeless was streaming together. It's like, what if he ratted on him or something? That'd be a crazy twist, right? Find out in a second.
It looks like more and more people are shifting sides, with many now choosing to align with Johnny Somali over Ice Poseidon. And I'll break down exactly what's happening and why Ice Poseidon seems to be losing his grip on his own circle. Right from the start, you can see that Ice Poseidon's mocking comments about the King of Thailand have now backfired, with even his own crew members turning against him. For example, recently through Sam Pepper's stream, we came across some interesting data where he claimed that Suspendus left South Korea on his...
Alright, let's just talk about Sam Pepper for a bit, or should we say Scam Pepper? Because people are just forgetting that he ran a giant crypto scan before Ice Poseidon, and then he took off to Thailand to escape any legal repercussions. On top of that, he was accused of being a child diddler, and I believe he was accused of sexual assault. Let's go take a look at that real quick. I swear there was a period where Ice Poseidon kicked Sam Pepper out because Scam Pepper slept with his girlfriend like 6 years ago. That's why I'm making the video, by the way, is because all these other content creators, they don't touch up on any of it. They don't know any of the lore. These people were born in like 2010 talking about this stuff. Like, step aside, young one. Let me educate y'all on some real
his own. The main reason? Apparently Ice Poseidon's offensive remarks about the King of Thailand were too much for Suspendus to handle. Unable to tolerate the situation any longer, he allegedly decided to leave South Korea.
Bro, wasn't Suspendus the one that was banging hookers and prostitutes in Japan and live streaming it? On top of that, being a complete nuisance in Japan before any of these other people. Isn't he the one that like brought the people over there? Yeah, he was. It's kind of hilarious how all of a sudden, after he dishes out the shit talking and the disrespect, when someone else is doing that to his home country, he's kind of backing down like a pussy. Either be about it or don't be about it. You know what I mean? But whatever.
Himself.
Sus just texted me. Yeah, I'm good. As you probably imagine, I left. Seemed like everyone was leaving anyway. As soon as Ice did his little rant, I knew I was out.
Although Ice Poseidon's clip doesn't clearly show that Suspendus was deeply disturbed by the situation, it's worth noting that Ice didn't even give anyone a chance to respond. He just went on a rant, saying every offensive thing he could about the King of Thailand, without letting anyone else get a word in. So whether Suspendus was actually uncomfortable or not remains unclear from the clip.
Hey Sus, you like the King of Thailand, bro? Yes. You like the King of Thailand?
Yes. Hey, let's be real. This guy named Suspendus lives in Thailand, and he knows that Ice will go back to America, so he can say whatever he wants. But Suspendus has to go back to Thailand, and I'm sure even Suspendus had no idea that Ice's statement would go this far. Right now, people in Thailand are hunting for Ice and Suspendus, which I will show later in this video.
What about when the King has all that drama about him? Doing all his drugs, going to other countries and random girls?
Oh my god, oh my god.
You like the King, bro?
I don't care.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds like a king, but then if you really want to know who really runs the world, I don't know. Doesn't he sit on like a golden throne and then going around to different countries and then fucking a bunch of chicks? Isn't that what a king would do? Also, one of the unspoken benefits of winning a war is a time of prolonged peace. When was the last time America won a war? When was the last time Thailand and those countries were in a war? Have you seen some of their temples made out of pure gold? Have you seen that giant statue that's over there? I'm just saying, maybe, right? Maybe it could be a possibility that maybe, you know, the person with the low profile wearing wife beaters to presidential meetings, right? Or political meetings, and then traveling around the world to other people's countries, doing drugs and fucking bitches. You might actually be the king of the world.
Yeah. Man, look at it. He's scared, bro. I can say whatever I want about Donald Trump. I ain't.
You cannot, because Donald Trump right now is passing litigation against the star people that run everything from the media to medicine to the food industry to the cancer departments, pharmaceuticals to banking to housing. Need I go on? Who owns BlackRock?
Scared? You scared, bro. Imagine living in Thailand when you scared to talk about the government, man.
What? You can say whatever you want about Donald Trump? Really? Come on, I dare you. Say something similar to what you said about the King of Thailand, but this time about Donald Trump. Then I'll believe you. This is the same guy who, just a few days ago, was scared to death when someone simply asked, "Are you friends with Johnny Somali?"
Yeah. Yo, are you friend of Johnny Somali?
No, he's not. Why you said that though?
No, that motherfucker's going to jail.
Did you see his face? And now, this same Ice Poseidon is acting like he can say whatever he wants about Donald Trump, talking about Trump's personal matters without evidence or the right information. Well, Ice, I'm sure it's not just me. Everyone watching this video definitely wants to see you do it. Guys, let me know in the comments if you want to hear Ice Poseidon actually say whatever he wants about Donald Trump.
He's scared, bro. I can say whatever I want about Donald Trump. I ain't scared. You scared, bro. Imagine living in Thailand when you scared to talk about the government, man. That's crazy. Oh, wait. It's not a free country. Guilty by association. No shit, but
Tell American people to say stuff about, you know, a certain group of people. Always the victim, right? Always being persecuted. But I'm just saying 6 million is an awfully high number.
Not every single country is free, Paul. Just so you can say.
Yeah, why would you support that country?
I mean, I'm in love with the girl who's Thai.
Get her out of it then.
But I actually found another clip of Suspendus, where it's pretty clear that he wasn't okay with Ice Poseidon insulting the king.
What a pushover, dude. He's just getting pushed over. Yeah, I bet he's gonna say something. He's not. I guarantee he's not gonna say dude.
King of Thailand. In the clip, Suspendus looks visibly annoyed and uncomfortable with the whole situation. It's not just speculation. His frustrations is obvious. Take a look at this clip for yourself and you'll see what I mean.
What do you think about Japan now? Paul, what do you...
More people everywhere, rat meat on the street.
It's funny that he's bringing up, what do you think about Japan? Did you see what Suspendus was doing early on in his career in Japan? It's like he's one to talk, dude. Like, shut the up.
Garbage everywhere. That's galore. It's the worst country I've ever been to in my entire life.
But don't get the wrong idea. Suspendus isn't doing this out of respect for the King of Thailand. He doesn't actually care.
Dude sits on a gold chair. The president of America does not sit in a gold chair.
About any of that. The real reason he's distancing himself from Ice Poseidon is because he lives in Thailand. If he openly supports Ice's comments, he might get banned from entering Thailand or even face consequences if he returns. So rather than taking a real stand, he's just trying to play it safe and keep his image clean to avoid trouble. On top of that, Suspendus knows that if he sticks with Ice Poseidon, he's at serious risk of getting attacked. Right now, people are actively rejecting and boycotting Ice Poseidon, along with other controversial streamers. For example, in this clip, you can see Ice Poseidon's crew members, including Gogon TV and Lord Hido, getting...
Lord Hito? You mean Smash God? Bro, I'm the only reason he got invited to the CX Mansion. This is me at the CX Mansion right here.
It's not even making me vomit.
I had invited that guy, Hito, known as Smash God. I had no idea that when we were both streaming, that Hito was just talking mad shit about me. I thought we were cool, which is why I invited him. And then I find out that, you know, he said all this shit. But then that guy ended up doing something like this. I don't know if you remember this, but he got into an argument with his girl. And instead of ending the stream or muting it, he turned the camera away and just started beating her. And then the funniest thing is, his sister was live streaming in the other room and you can hear her getting beat. And then after she's done getting beat and she's like sitting there crying, Hito's sister comes in with like snacks and a drink to console her. And it's like, bro, his sister got beat up by him too. Like, she's used to this type of shit. The funniest thing is that his sister was trying to talk over the beating on her stream to cover up for her brother. But anyways, the reason I got banned is I saw that clip and I saw him talk all this shit about me. And I was like, dude, if you want to put your hands on someone, put your hands on me. I live an hour and a half away from him. I know where he lives. Right? I've been to his place. Yeah, so I said, hey, let's sign a contract. I could probably get a couple of gyms that'll let us fight there. We'll just drop a couple, like, you know, 20, 40, 50 bucks for drop-in fee and then have them ref a fight. They'll love to do it for exposure. But for some reason, based off of that clip of me threatening to fight him in a consensual match, I got banned for violence and threatening another streamer. And then this guy caught a temporary ban. My ban was permanent. His ban was, I think, like 5 days for beating his girl on stream. It's crazy, dude. But I think that was like my 5th or 6th ban. I don't remember, dude. I got 10 total. They were all for nonsense reasons because they really had nothing. And I talked to one of the Twitch staff members and they told me that I was a brand risk. Yeah, I'm a brand risk when Cinnamon Toast Crunch is sponsoring Twitch. And I'm looking up the crimes and why they put BHT, ingredient of paint thinner, into their food, known to cause cancer, right? So yeah, I'm a brand risk. I was trying to get people to stop eating seed oils and working out, getting fit, stop participating in the gender wars. And this was back in 2017. Way ahead of the curve. They needed to get rid of me. But yeah, this is Smash God. He's also the guy that took some chick out on a date and then went on Judge Judy and he couldn't even speak proper English. And he just looked like a fool in front of Judge Judy on public television. But yeah, he literally beat his girl. We just watched a little clip of this.
Get out of here.
Where he just turns the camera. Yeah, here we go. He just turns the camera and then he just proceeds to beat her. Do they show the sister angle? The sister angle is so funny. Look, she's like crying and he's like consoling her and shit. Oh yeah, here's the sister, dude. Here's the sister stream. You can just literally, dude, I'm not capping.
And here, I'll show you guys. Let's do a room tour.
Yeah, now she's gonna try to talk over the beating, dude. It's fucking cringy, bro.
Alright, well.
But yeah, I don't cap. This is why they got rid of me, is because I was exposing too much degeneracy there, and they can't have that. They need to have the most degenerate people there. Because the most degenerate people will help the Twitch staff. Never mind, dude. I don't want to get into that, dude. But let's just say it's run by a bunch of Epsteins and P Diddy's over there. See, this content creator right here. This is why I went on that tangent, because this content creator is not even talking about this guy's past, dude.
Physically kicked out of a bar. The hostility is real, and people are making it clear that they don't want these.
Yo, if these streamers get kicked out of 109 bars, is it a problem with the bars, or is it a problem with the streamers?
Streamers around anymore. This is exactly why Suspendus is trying to play it safe. He doesn't want to end up in the same situation.
Hey, chill. Calm down. Calm down. Hey, chill out, bro. Hey, yo. Hey, chill out. What the f? Going up on everyone. I don't know. Hey, help him out. Hey. Hey, yo, watch out, dog. Hey, watch out, bro. Hey, watch out. I'm about to you up, dog.
He's not gonna do shit. This guy's like 5'4".
It don't matter. We're outside. We're outside, dog. We're outside, dog. Hey, come on. Hey, watch out. Whoa.
See, that's an average Japanese person, and he's taller than this guy, dude.
Hey, I don't with that shit, dog. I'll you up.
No,
So at this point, Ice Poseidon's offensive remarks about the King of Thailand have completely backfired. People are not letting him off the hook, he's facing heavy backlash, and on top of that, he might even run into legal trouble for his reckless statements. Now just look at the sheer amount of criticism and backlash Ice Poseidon is facing for his disrespectful comments about the King of Thailand. Here are some of the public opinions on the situation. Someone needs to drop him in Thailand. See how long he keeps his attitude before he's saying bad things about Thailand. This comment is 100% accurate. Exactly. Talking trash from a distance is easy, but if ICE had any real courage, he'd say it while in Thailand. It's time to throw both Ice Poseidon and Johnny Somali in jail. Many believe that both should face legal consequences for their actions. Ice Poseidon basically bought himself a one-way exit ticket. He won't be able to...
So Ice Poseidon and Johnny Somali are basically two sides of the same coin, right? Where they both think they're protected by the American Constitution when they go to another country. He's talking about Donald Trump when he's in another country, dude. Like, what is wrong with these people?
Enter Thailand again. This seems very likely given the backlash. So what's next for Ice Poseidon? Let's break it down. Did you know that insulting the King of Thailand can actually land someone in serious legal trouble? Let me explain.
Yeah.
Under Thailand's lèse majesté law, section 112 of the Criminal Code, insulting, criticizing, or defaming the king, queen, heir apparent, or regent is considered a serious criminal offense.
How come America's not invading that country to lay down liberation and freedom and justice and democracy? You ever wonder about that? Maybe he actually is the king, dude. Maybe he's the real king. He's got British soldiers behind him serving him. Don't even get me started on the 13 families, and 12 of them are from, you know, the European area, and one of them isn't. So I'm just saying that if it really was controlled by one group of people, that one person, the one oddball, probably wouldn't be included in that group, but for some reason he is.
There are possible punishments 3 to 15 years of imprisonment for each offense. Multiple charges mean multiple sentences, leading to decades in prison. Courts impose strict and immediate punishments, and getting bail is extremely difficult. Even social media comments have led to arrests and severe sentences. Although this law has been criticized internationally, Thailand enforces it very strictly. People have been arrested just for sharing or liking posts that criticize the monarchy. So if Ice Poseidon's comments are taken seriously by Thai authorities, he could be facing major legal consequences. So if the Thai authorities ever get their hands on Ice Poseidon, they won't let him go easily. Given how strictly Thailand enforces its monarchy laws, he could be looking at serious legal consequences if they decide to act. And it doesn't stop there. If the South Korean police are made aware of the situation and cooperate with Thai authorities, they might even hand Ice Poseidon over for further action. The backlash is already huge, and if this gains more attention, things could escalate quickly for him. What do you think?
Cool video, Mist. They never covered the whole thing. Like I said, this is why I feel like I need to make these videos and these reactions, because already I covered some things that these people didn't even touch on. Alright, let's watch this one. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and dive into this video. And remember what I said about, what was it, Slightly Homeless? Streaming with John. Let's see how their stream went.
Stop this man! Stop this man!
Alright, so we have
looks like he's running from Johnny
over
Somali.
today. Johnny Somali just committed multiple...
Do you think he might, you know, go to the police and file a report?
No, baby girl. I started. Wait, no, that 15-year-old Nepal.
Must be being pretty embarrassing.
Why don't you tell him about that 15-year-old Nepal?
Must be pretty embarrassing to be you.
Why don't you tell him about the 15-year-old you're trying to marry in Nepal?
Again, these are the Epsteins. There's a reason why Ice Poseidon was so in with the Twitch staff early on, is until he had more than enough evidence to take some of those people down. Like, do you guys remember the story of how Mizkif got discovered on the RV trip? Bro, the things that these people did, right? I'm not even going to, dude, you go look into it, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. None of these people that are reporting have any idea what actually went on behind the scenes. But then, you know, like I said, I was there. They invited me to the mansion, right? Only use me, Blade, try to sleep with me. There's a clip somewhere on the internet where he walks up and he asks me a question, and then I laugh at him because I thought he was kidding. He's like, hey, why don't you come sleep with me? I was like, what? Right? I'm sitting in a stool, and then as he's walking away, he hits a box. I don't know if you can find it, but I'm sure some CX nerd probably has that bookmarked somewhere. But yeah, I don't know, I was kind of there. So you don't have to take my word for it at all, dude, but that's me walking through. And yeah, I gave you the Smash God story, but yeah, back to this.
Why don't you tell them about suspenders and trying to do Alex a dickhead and trying to, you know, like, what are you talking about that, homeless? Just tell them about the truth.
You leave me alone. Just kind of like
you're leaving some
kind of like your like mom and dad. Kind of like your mom and dad. I also want nothing to do with it.
I'm here to meet my supposed friend, but you've been
brainwashed by suspenders. You've been brainwashed by ICE.
So Slightly Homeless is a total scumbag, and I don't like the guy one bit, especially since he's a nonce, but he did say, leave me alone, stop following me. If you continue to follow someone like that in public, to annoy them, to harass them, that is a crime. So at that point, he should have disengaged, but he continued to follow them and harass them.
Dude, it would be so funny if this Slightly Homeless and that chick went to the police and reported this crime. Oh, look. They did exactly that. Oh, man. This is so funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, you can have the link if you want it.
Later on that night, Hank got a phone call from the cops, and they were investigating Johnny for causing anxiety due to the harassment.
What is he saying? Tell me.
알겠습니다.
What is he saying? Can I say one more thing then?
잠깐만요. Johnny가 무슨 말하고 싶대요. They're trying to charge.
I thought this guy was able to speak Korean. His Korean is worse than mine. I was born here, bro. I'm pretty sure he came over here. His English is dog, and his Korean is even worse. Holy sh, bro.
They're trying to investigate you for causing anxiety.
How they cause anxiety on who? On who? For doing what? Causing anxiety to me. I'm not gonna police. Don't ever call, bro. What the causing anxiety to who, Hank? Tell them to relax.
Causing anxiety.
Causing anxiety to who? What are you talking about? We have the whole stream here on footage. I don't touch nobody. I don't say nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
Nana doesn't even speak English.
We literally just watched him chase.
I threatened like I was gonna. The only thing I said to Nana was this. The whole time I said 3 words to Nana. All I said was in Japanese, "Aishiteru." That means I love you. That's it. Unless she's waving at me. It's the only clip. I already showed you that shot. I'm drawing in. Aishiteru. That's the only clip. Going. Aishiteru. Look, the only clip I said. It said, look, 4 seconds. Aishiteru. Aishiteru.
Dude, we literally just watched him chase. Like, what?
Oh, stop that. I'm not even. This is creepy. No, baby girl.
But first, take a look at what Ice Poseidon had to say about the whole situation on how he's going to end Johnny Somali.
Damn, bro. I'll be the one to end him. I'll end that fool. Okay, I'll put him away in jail, and it'll be over for him. He'll be waiting for his final court date behind bars. Because what I have something that he doesn't have, and that is, well, resources, but also good contacts in Korea that are within the government.
Huh. He has good contacts within the government. Interesting. It's like every single government, huh? Ah, interesting. So, Paul Danino is flexing that he has contacts inside the government. Really? Contacts within the government, huh? Interesting. How that works out. I digress.
And I have a lot of viewers who would love to attack somebody, you know, over the internet, which would help me as well. So, I mean, I can definitely get this dude put away.
Thank you so much, sir.
But if he doesn't with him, me, it's game over for him. I don't care what you do, just don't me. Don't involve me in your nonsense. You involve me, I'm gonna make sure that shit stops real quick. And everyone who's with you too.
Now, what a tough guy that was. I am quivering in my boots, and I'm sure that Johnny Somali is too. Well, actually, he might be quivering in his boots because he is a coward. Now, before we get to the final clip, which is absolutely glorious and truly shows how much of a coward he is, I want you guys to do me a favor. Please subscribe to the channel.
This is why I needed to make content. This content creator is posting stalking laws in Japan when this stalking charge happened in Korea. Bro. Dudes are in Korea right now. What the fuck does Japanese law have to do with any of this shit, dude?
Here, stalking is punishable by prison time, and especially in Somali's case where he is constantly committing more crimes.
But he's in Korea, and that's Japanese law. Oh, alright, whatever. Anyways, I think the most cool thing that's been happening in Korea
What's up? Hey, it's you. What's up?
is all these
you want to talk?
non-Koreans, these other foreigners are confronting him. But then if you watch this whole clip, these guys are trying to talk reason to someone who's not listening to any reason.
No.
The dudes are just he's gaslighting Johnny Somali, and he's playing the victim card. It's so funny. And then there's a person, dude, you see that donation? Here comes a dumbass American that's just gonna type in a statement into Google Chat and then bring up Trump. And then pay money as if that troll, like people are like, oh man, he really brought in Trump. That showed us, like, oh man. Oh, and if you think I'm anti-Trump, I am. I'm also anti-Biden, and I'm also anti-government. This is why I continue to make this content, and I really hope you guys learned something, and I brought you some more insight and a different perspective of these trash toxic streamers. But yeah, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you leave a like, comment, and if you don't want to leave a comment, just go ahead and take your hand and just smash the keyboard a few times. Just write some gibberish, hit enter. I'm trying to test something with the YouTube algorithm, so yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed this, do one of those 3 things for me. I'm trying to get to 1,000. That would help me out. But like I said, I hope you guys learned something, got a different perspective, and a little bit of a history lesson on some of these streamers, because none of these other content creators are touching any of that because it's too old for them. In internet years, 5 to 10 years, anything past 5 years in internet time is like a decade and a half ago. Right? They don't remember that. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this episode. I will see you guys next time.